Hey, it's Sunday, October 17th, and a absolutely gorgeous day outside. We got the hangar door open here, taking advantage of this while we still can before winter gets here. But hey, we are picking up where we left off yesterday on this antenna mount doubler, or antenna mount, I guess I would call it. Did have a comment from LT Voyager that, and I did address that comment, but anyways, I'll say, the question was, and yesterday I had said we're planning to put a notch in this skin right here where that antenna will come out, and then it'll angle back, and we'll do that on the other side. So the concern was, is that going to cause interference with that antenna going through this, not through it, but I guess, yeah, passing through this aluminum skin here. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a gap in here that there won't be any physical contact. Obviously that's bad for radio reception, but it won't contact in there, and we're probably going to have like a grommet on that, or something. We're going to figure something out on that to keep that from contacting that skin. So question was, are we sure we want to do that? And I appreciate that comment because I hadn't really thought about that too much. Talked to an electrical engineer, a friend of mine, who does antenna design builds, does radio systems for Department of Defense. We had a Zoom call. I showed him what we're thinking about doing, and he said as long as it's a receive-only antenna, that's not a problem. He says if we were transmitting, we want to get that antenna up and away from this as far as we can, like up into the fiberglass cap, but he said since it's receive only, we're good to go on that. So we're going to proceed with that plan. Today we're going to, like I said, we're going to keep working on this. We need to get our hole shaved off just a little bit there so that nut plate will fit in. We got to mark and drill our rivet holes in that and in this top rib. Get that ready to go. Get the rivet holes there. We're going to need to prime that, and we're going to prime this inside surface here. We're going to prime the inside skin, get that all ready to go for that mount. So yeah, here we go. Okay, we did some measuring and marking in here, and it looks like that's kind of the chunk we're going to have to take out of that lightning hole in that rib to make this doubler fit where the nut plates go through on that. That'll work.
Okay.
So we needed to figure out where the holes are that we're going to use to put our first rivets in on this plate. On this plate, we need to do a rivet there and a rivet right there. You can see where I've already punched it from the back side. I was going to show you what we did here. We took that clear plastic and we cut it out. We traced it to the size of this piece, and then I put marks on it where the nut plates are going to go. And yep, we put that on there. We lined it up in the same position that actually we took the other piece, we put it on there, and we marked lines on here where that's going to go. Then we took the plastic and we put that on there, lined that up, drew a mark on this plastic, and then put the plastic against that, and then center punched where the mark is for that rivet. So that gets us the rivet holes that are in the top there, so we can at least, we'll get this drilled, get that clecoed on, and then we can proceed with doing the rest of the rivet holes in there.
So
Okay, making progress here. We've got our rivet holes marked out and drilled on this plate, and we used that template again and marked where the lightning holes are underneath here, and then we measured out to make sure that these rivet holes are all at least a 1/4 inch away from the edges, from the flanges of those holes. So we're all good there. And I guess next thing is we'll transfer drill into this rib for that. We're making some progress here. We've got our plate all plecoed in. This is all final size. We've got our rivet holes done in this in the skin here. And what I did was I took these holes are a 13/64, so I didn't really have anything else to put on there, so I just used 2 13/64 drill bits and put them in backwards in there. Then we slid it onto the mount that way, since we can't get it all the way down there. And now I've got my skin marked for my clearance between there, and you can kind of see it there. Did it on that side too. So next thing we do, I'm going to take all this off. We're got to clean this up, sand it, prime it, get that ready to go, and then I'll measure these. We'll measure all these distances here, and then I'll make a determination of how deep this is going to have to be trimmed off. How deep that's going to have to be trimmed off right there. So that's where we're at. Well, another beautiful day out here. Man, really loving these fall days. Well, we're wrapping it up for the day here. We got our antenna mount fabricated, got that finished, got everything, all the rivet holes drilled, primed, or drilled, final sized, and primed. And we also got everything cleaned up, sanded and primed on this vertical stabilizer where that mount is going to rivet. So the only thing we're going to have left on this at this point is I need to determine the depth of the cut where we're going to put that, where the antenna is going to come out. We have to figure that out and get that done. But that's as far as we got today. So yeah, it's
good for 3 hours.
Yeah, it's 3 hours of work. So all right, well, hey, everybody have a good evening, and thanks for watching. And that's it for now.